Hello, everybody, and welcome to another week of learning, whether you're online or in person. Welcome back, and hope that you guys are doing well. And I have been actually getting a lot of requests from your teachers on how to use Google Classroom. Yes, this was going to be one of my topics to teach, just because a lot of us are kind of new to Google Classroom, and some of us are barely getting used to it. So this is a way for you guys to kind of learn how to navigate through Google Classroom. So my name is Mr. Genova, your tech teacher, and we're going to be going over some Google Classroom stuff. So let's begin. So if you notice that I've joined the art class with Miss Pingle and also the music class with Mr. Rivera as a student, so that I am able to see what you guys are seeing whenever you guys are part of the Google Classroom. So instead of me being the teacher in the classroom, I'm going to be the student so that I see what you guys see. So on the very top, right away, you'll see stream, classwork, and people. So for the most part, I know your teachers will be asking you to go either to your stream or to classwork because, but we'll talk about stream right now. So the stream, this is pretty much where you'll see updates of your teacher sending you guys messages if you guys have any updates. So be sure to always check the stream. So whenever you do open up the class, it'll automatically go to stream so that you'll see the different updates. You can also post a comment here if you have any questions or you would like to share something. It says share something with your class. You can post on it. I'm not sure if your teachers have disabled that feature on your end, just because sometimes you guys like to just put comments on just anything, and then it'll flood the stream, and then you'll probably won't see what your teacher wrote. So please try not to flood the stream, just because your teachers will probably have something important to say and an important update for the week, and then if you missed it, and then yeah, it's just not gonna go well from there. So that's the stream part. On the left side, you have upcoming. That means if you have any upcoming work or assignments, you'll see it here. They are also clickable. So if you just put your mouse over here, you'll see like the little mouse will change into a hand, and also it'll be underlined. That means you can click on it to check out the assignment. And usually if there's more than that, you can click on view all to see how many assignments you are assigned for that week. So right now it'll say assigned, missing, assigned, missing. So here you can also check which assignments you're missing or which one that you have been assigned to, which means you haven't turned it in. So on the left side right here, you can select all, which right now that's what it's showing. You also have assigned, so if you can see that's everything is assigned, returned. So if you check out if your teachers have graded your work already and they've returned the grade, you can click on this and you can check out the grade, or if they even have any comments, you can check on that, and you can also check your missing work. And what's good about this is that they have dates, so be sure to check those dates on when they will be due, so that you're kind of ahead of your schedule of your assignments. And if you're missing assignments, you can also check when they were due. So let's say this one was due on September 11th, which was Friday. So now you can go back and check it out. So I'm going to go back to the art room again. You have it says I have 2 that are due on Friday already, so be sure to check those out. Sorry. And from here, you can also add a comment to your teacher's posts. So if I've seen you guys already. I've done that before, that you can just add on to create a discussion if you have any more questions. So moving on to classwork. So if you click on classwork, this is what you're going to see. On the left side are the topics. If your teacher has multiple topics, so this one, for example, Miss Pinko only has art, which is right here. If you click on it, everything is gonna be open. So instead of this kind of just like hidden away, or what is it called, it doesn't have a pop-up. it'll be just like this. So if I click on it, then this thing will pop out, more details will pop out. So if I click on it again, it'll kind of minimize itself. And then on the right side, you'll see the different due dates. Usually the most recent assignment that has been posted will be at the very top. And obviously the assignment that has been posted from a very long time will be at the very bottom. Or sometimes if they like to edit, if the teachers like to edit the assignments, it'll kind of move up just because it's based on edits. So again, in the middle part of it, you'll see the different assignments that you have been assigned to. You can also see the number of comments that they have. So this one had 1, this one had 7, and this one has 3. So if you scroll down just a little bit more on the different topics, you see again the different materials or assignments that they posted. So usually if it's grayed out like this, it's a material, so that means it's not really an assignment, but it's like resources for you guys to use. So that's that. So if you click on one of these assignments, this is very important because a lot of your teachers have been kind of been asking you guys to submit work that actually has an attachment to it rather than just pressing submit. So when you click on your work, you click on view assignment. So you want to click on view assignment, and then right here on the right side, most of y'all just click on mark as done without even turning in anything. Make sure you click on add or create. This one gives you a bunch of options to where you can upload whatever you're turning in. So let's say you're turning in a picture. You can do file, and then this will open up your downloads, and then from there you can just select the picture that you have uploaded on your computer, and then once there's an attachment to the work, then you can click on submit. So don't just press mark as done without actually putting work in it. So that is that one. I'm gonna go over it again just because I can restate it. So if there's a discussion, which I don't see one right now, for that one I believe you can just type in and then you can press submit. But let's move on to Mr. Rivera's classroom to see if anything is different. So this one, there's a little bit more difference to it. You can see a meet link, which is kind of public to y'all to see. So if there is a live session going on right now, if Mr. Rivera has posted a schedule for you guys to get on, you can just press on this. It'll take you to a different link so you guys can join. So on the stream, I forgot to mention, if your teacher has posted a new assignment, it'll also show up here on your stream so that you guys are able to see what's coming out, stuff like that. And looks like Mr. Rivera doesn't have any work due soon, so yay. So if we check on classwork, again, he has multiple topics in this one, so you can see music class syllabus, music class schedules, week 5 in online music instruction. So here, looks like looks like an assignment. It's assigned. If there's no instruction, or if your teachers have like something like this assigned, you can just go ahead and ask them if you have to submit anything, or you can just leave it blank. And you can also, if they did put up a Google Meet link, you can see that there's a Meet button right here that you guys can just click on. You can also click on view your work. So let's say we are going to one of the week 5s. I'm just going to click on this one, the first one. You can go ahead and click on view assignment again. So this time again, please don't just press on mark as done. If you do click on mark as done and you didn't submit anything, let's say you did that, you can go ahead and unsubmit your work. Let's say you did it by accident and you just click on mark as done, mark as done. It'll actually tell you that you've turned it in, which is great. The teachers will get a notification that you've turned it in, but it'll say no work attached. This is where your teacher will probably message you like, hey, please attach your work on it. If not, you're not going to get graded on it. So just click on unsubmit real quick, and then this will pop out, unsubmit to add or change attachments. So unsubmit again, and then there you go. So let's say you want to add a document. You can just click on add or create. So every time you create a document, or from Google Docs or Google Slides, it'll automatically save to your Google Drive. So just click on Google Drive. So all of your recent ones will be here. All your uploads will be here. You can upload. So usually your recent one should be up here. Let's say I'm gonna do it on Word Art, and then I'm gonna click. So you should see a blue outline, and then it should say one selected. Just click on Insert, and then wait for it to kind of upload on it. And once it's there, mark as done should change to turn in. You can also add multiple works if you are required to add multiple works. Pretty much the same process. So I'm going to press turn in. So I'm just going to press turn in again. So once you have turned it in, you cannot make any more changes to the work that you have submitted unless you click on unsubmit. Then you can go back and edit it one more time. Let's say you attached the wrong one. There's an X on the right side which you can just click, and then it's gone. And then there you go. You can just, again, you can also private comment or do a class comment. And yeah, so make sure you are adding your work, you are attaching your work to an assignment before you click on mark as done or submit. Again, if you're confused, you can always ask a comment down here. And or if you don't want anybody else to see your comment, you can do a private comment, and then your teachers will see it. Lastly, on the right side, at the very right side, you can see people. And then on the right side of their names, you can see like a little mailbox, like a mail. That means you can, if you click on it, you can it'll directly go to your Gmail, and then you can email your teachers and as well as other students. So there's that. What else did I miss? Anything else? So that's for the most part submitting assignments. You can also do this if it really helps you. If you click on add or create, let's say your teacher wants you to write an essay, just click on docs, and then, or if your teacher wants you to create a PowerPoint, click on slides. I'm going to click on docs just so that you guys are able to see what it looks like. So it's creating a Google Doc, and then it'll take you to a separate link, and then you can start typing from there. Once you are done, on the top right corner, you'll see turn in. So you don't have to go back here or go to your Google Drive, but instead it's already going to be saved right there. So if you haven't clicked on turn in, your teachers won't see anything unless you click on turn in, and then that means you can edit it one more time. So I'm going to press turn in. So this is what it'll look like. Once you have turned it in, it'll ask you again, do you want to turn this in? Turn in your work. Are you sure? Click on turn in. And then there you go. It's already turned in. So I'm just going to click on submit because it's a blank document. And that's it for this part. Again, if you happen to be in my class, you already know that Google Docs and Google Slides will save automatically. So again, if you take a picture of your work, you can just click on add or create, go to file, and then from there you can upload, browse, and yeah. So make sure, a quick recap, whenever you do click on your teacher's classrooms, you just go to stream, and then you can go to classwork, and then look for the assignment that you are going to turn in, and then just click view assignment. It should be at the bottom of the pop-up, and then add or create, and then you can submit once you have attached an actual attachment. So that's Google Classroom for y'all, and I'll probably have a part 2 one more time, part 2 after this for next week's, a little bit more of the different features of Google Classroom. So thank you for listening in, and have a great day. Bye.